Okay, let's unpack this. Finding top-tier development talent is often a real headache. Vetting, interviews, just so much uncertainty.
Yeah, a total nightmare sometimes. But imagine a platform claiming they guarantee the absolute best, the top 7%, and get this, in under 3 days using AI.
Right, so today we're diving into Pangea AI. This platform promises to basically shortcut that whole messy process. They match companies with highly vetted dev agencies in just 72 hours.
Exactly. And our mission here, it's pretty straightforward. We're digging into our source material to figure out if that really aggressive top 7% vetting claim, is it legit or is it just, well, very clever marketing hype?
Well, the claim itself, it's definitely designed to build confidence. Pangea AI says they run agencies through this, like, 6-week rigorous vetting, checking over 500 data points.
500. Wow. That sounds incredibly thorough, which is exactly the point, I suppose.
Totally. They promise you'll only ever deal with that super elite slice, the top 7% of dev shops worldwide.
And, okay, we should say the core function seems to work, the speed part. It's real. Client testimonials mentioned in the sources, they do confirm that 72-hour matching system delivers.
Yeah, they got some big names as case studies too, like HelloFresh, iHeartRadio. Pretty high profile.
Definitely. And beyond just the speed, they also offer flexibility in how you actually staff up, which is, crucial.
Right. So what are the options there?
Well, they handle a few different service models depending on what you need. Fully managed teams, simple team augmentation.
Which is just adding vetted devs to your current team, basically.
Exactly, plugging them right in. And even more specialized stuff like build, operate, transfer, or BOT.
POT. Okay,
Right.
what's that involve?
That one means they build a whole team for you, they run the operation until it's stable, and then they transfer it all back to your company. It's really designed for scaling without taking on all the initial risk yourself.
Okay, so the speed seems real, the flexibility's there. The big question then is always, how do they make money? And is that speed costing us somewhere else? The platform itself is free for the companies looking for talent.
Right. The agencies foot the bill. They pay listing fees, and this is key. Pangea takes a cut, a commission, from every single engagement they set up.
Okay, so the economic reality is those fees, those commissions, they inevitably get baked into the rates that you, the client, end up paying.
Precisely. And that creates this really powerful kind of built-in trade-off. You're swapping transparency and price control for massive convenience and, let's be honest, reduced vetting risk.
And the sources really hammered this point. Zero pricing transparency. You get matched fast, 72 hours, great, but everything's custom quoted after that match.
Yeah, and by then you're kind of already invested in the process, right? Which makes it way harder to actually comparison shop effectively.
And this whole business model, it ties right back to the biggest question mark. Verification. They brag about that top 7% number.
But offers zero published data to back it up. No rejection rates shared, no actual performance benchmarks you can look at. It's
Right.
just a claim.
Plus, I mean, if you're serving huge companies like they name drop, wouldn't you expect more public feedback? Our source found, like, 0 reviews on major platforms. G2, nothing.
Exactly. That lack of external validation, combined with the fact that agencies are essentially paying to be listed, it does raise some real questions about how purely merit-based that top 7% really is.
Wait a sec. So if the agencies pay fees and Pangea gets commissions from those agencies,
Yeah.
but Pangea is also the one doing the supposed unbiased vetting,
Right.
that financial link definitely puts the top 7% claim on, well, shaky ground.
It absolutely does. And speaking of shaky ground, let's talk about the AI part. The source material we looked at, it characterizes the AI matching as significantly overhyped.
Overhyped how?
Well, the review basically describes it more like a highly filtered search, combined with some pretty involved human consultation. It's not some revolutionary machine learning breakthrough.
So it's more like a really sophisticated referral network, just branded with the hottest buzzword in tech right now, like calling a fancy database a supercomputer.
Pretty much, yeah. But okay, here's where we balance the critique with the actual utility. Because despite the marketing gloss, the platform does solve a huge real problem.
Which is?
Finding good, reliable agency partners without drowning in the chaos and sheer volume of freelancers on generic platforms like Upwork, it's a different beast.
Okay, fair point. So if your company needs whole dedicated teams, and maybe you value that pre-screening and getting started quickly, reducing risk, more than squeezing every last dollar on cost.
Then Pangea does offer genuine value. It fills that niche.
So the final verdict from the review, it seems balanced. The vetting looks, legitimate enough. It's not a scam. But fundamentally, it's a high-end, pretty effective referral network, just not the groundbreaking AI platform the marketing shouts about.
Yeah, that sums it up well. At the end of the day, Pangea AI seems effective for companies prioritizing speed and risk reduction above everything else. But if you're super budget conscious or you really need clear visibility into rates up front.
Then that built-in platform fee hidden in the agency rate is probably going to feel like unnecessary, opaque overhead. You won't know what you're really paying for the service itself.
Exactly.
Which brings us to maybe the final thought to chew on. If a platform's whole core value is its super rigorous vetting, but they refuse to publish any data, rejection rates, benchmarks, anything to actually verify that process, how much weight should you really give that top 7% marketing claim?
Right. And maybe ask yourself, what's the real cost of buying speed when you can't actually compare the price tag?